Welcome back to News Channel 7 at 5. Peyton's Promise is one of the major charity organizations in our area, collecting tons of food for pantries throughout Marathon County.
Now its founder, Peyton Medic, is heading off to college. Before she goes to her first class, in her own words, Peyton looks back on a decade of helping people most in need.
As an 8-year-old, my family and I were sitting in our living room watching the news, and there was a story about a little boy living in Camden, New Jersey, and he did not know what the 3 meals of the day were. And we did one little food drive at my elementary school that collected about 300 bags of food. Honestly, it just spiraled from there, and it's really cool because it moved so quickly and it got big so fast. We have over 70 advocates now, and we're in our process of getting more and more applications, and it's just crazy because it started with just me and my family doing a food drive. I never could have done it by myself. I did not collect every single one of those cans of food, and it's just been kind of a team effort with the community. Graduating is definitely really exciting. It's kind of crazy and a surreal feeling that the past 12 years have just gone by so quickly. I am going to University of Wisconsin La Crosse for communications, maybe specifically broadcasting. If you find your passion, you can really make a difference, no matter what age you are.
That's my favorite quote in that story.
Yeah.
So what does the future hold for Peyton's Promise now that Peyton is off to college? More on that new tonight on News Channel 7 at 10.
It's grown from a sweet act by a caring little girl into a major charitable force in Marathon County. But now there are changes at Peyton's Promise. Its founder is off to college.
But she says the promise of helping people will continue, and the people taking up the charity's baton agree 100%. It was 10 years ago when Tom Rao from the Neighbor's Place first met Peyton Medic, who at the time was just 8 years old.
I can remember, Peyton coming down here with a little red wagon with some food in it. And I think that had happened within days of her watching that show about children going hungry.
That news report was about a little boy who didn't know what the words breakfast, lunch, or dinner meant. Peyton couldn't believe any kid would have to live like that, and Peyton's promise to make sure nobody would was born.
We did one little food drive at my elementary school that collected about 300 bags of food.
That food drive grew into a formidable charity over the decade that followed.
There are tons and tons of food that were donated not just to our pantry, but to pantries throughout Marathon County.
Now Peyton is off to college, but Peyton's Promise lives on with some new people at the helm. They're taking an if it ain't broke, we're not going to fix it approach, but they can still see it growing even more.
What Peyton did and what her family did to create this, we don't want to, as a group, as an organization, we don't want to let it slide. We want to keep it at its current point and keep it growing.
We have over 100 advocates, and just seeing every single one being involved, and there's so many new advocates coming in and young, new, fresh ideas.
We created the organization, so we kind of always had our ideas, and now bringing in other people's ideas and perspectives, it's really cool, and I think that it will only benefit the organization in the future.
At the Neighbor's Place, they don't believe the help from Peyton's Promise will come to an end, even if the food isn't coming in that little red wagon anymore.
I think that Peyton's Promise is in good hands, and my suspicion, Peyton is kind of one of a kind. My suspicion is that this organization is going to continue in our community.
Brian and Emma have been involved with Peyton's Promise almost from the start of the organization. Brian was appointed to the board of directors 3 years ago. Emma has been helping with food drives and other charity events for many years as well.
Local students are helping with Elves Stock the Shelves event today, working to keep food pantries in our area stocked for the holidays. News Channel 7's Stacia Kulikowski shares how one girl's dream of helping others is helping those in need.
County Market in Wausau was packed as customers shopped, checked out, and donated to a good cause.
Peyton's Promise is an organization that helps food pantries stay stocked. We are the middle person between some of the larger pantries and the smaller pantries.
It began 10 years ago when Peyton Medic wanted to make sure no one would go hungry.
The numbers of homeless and needing people, needing families is on the rise.
Making it important to donate at an event like Elves Stock the Shelves. Their motto, making the world a better place, one can at a time, and it's true that every little bit you donate helps keep those shelves stocked. Kids volunteered to help collect money and food for the pantries.
I'm calling them their friends of Peyton's Promise, so we have several advocates doing their part today.
Like DC Evers Senior Megan Ninneman,
It's just really rewarding.
who's been involved with Peyton's for 5 years.
It's really great. For the month of December, we're going to have all of the Marathon County pantries stocked.
9 local grocery stores are paired up with 9 local food pantries. The food collected from County Market will go to Westlake Community Pantry.
Others are just happy that they can help.
Lou Wendowski calls it a reality check that allows others to feel grateful.
And all they do in the area, helping the people out.
Because it's a good cause.
And before we knew it, that good cause filled up the cart with food that many will be grateful for this season. Reporting in Marathon County, Stacia Kulikowski, News Channel 7.
Peyton's Promise has collected almost 47,000 pounds of food so far this year and will be holding a similar event in the spring. All of the food collected was taken to area food pantries this afternoon. And if you would like to apply to become an advocate, you can head over to wsaw.com for more information.